Hi everyone, as you all know if you've been here for a while, I have a lot of weird things happening to me, and today I'ma spill some tea. So this is the story of how Desperation ruined my relationship. So if you all are looking for dating advice, this is what not to do. This happened before I moved to London, actually the year before I moved to London. This was after I came back from Florida. I was in my hometown just working for the summer, getting ready to go to uni that fall. I met this guy where I worked and he was really nice and he just clearly liked me. He just gave me a lot of attention and he was such a gentleman. So to be honest, I really enjoyed that. I don't know. I was just like, yeah, let's just see what happens with this. So we were kind of just like hanging out, but I was also very, you know, preoccupied or whatever because I'd just, you know, been reunited with my family and my friends, and one of my friends had just had a baby. I was also obviously preparing for going to uni, so I was kind of like I already had so much stuff going on, so a relationship would kind of just a little bit too much. It wasn't something that I really wanted. But yeah, like we just hung out and stuff. It's kind of weird because I didn't really consider us to be like dating, but at the same time, like one time he walked me home at night and we were obviously at my house. I was like, okay, let's just, you know, like call my parents and you can meet them. So they met him and they liked him, like he's a nice guy. But after he had left, my dad was like, I can see that you like him, but this guy is gonna get heartbroken when you break up with him. And I was like, whew. Sometimes my dad just knows me too well and it's kind of creepy, but he was right though. The guy, he was nice and all this and it was fun to hang out with him, but he was just way too much. He like told his whole family about me and I hadn't met any of them. It wasn't, you know, even official yet or anything. And he was like, I want to be in a Facebook relationship with you. And I was like, I've talked about that before on my channel, but like, do you want to be in a relationship with me or do you just want to show Facebook that you're in a relationship? That's such a weird way to say that you want someone to be your girlfriend. Like that's just... no, do not do that. He lived in my hometown and I was moving like 5-6 hours north, so it was quite the distance, especially for us because it would have been literally the start of our relationship would have been just distance, so it would have been difficult, of course. So I just didn't really consider it. I don't know, I didn't really think too much about that. Like that wasn't my priority. My priority was moving somewhere new and like starting my degree and just, you know, having fun, like living my life basically. I didn't really think about my relationship or lack of relationship with this guy. It just wasn't my focus at all. So I moved and then he moved after me. We had known each other for a summer and not even that, like a month. His brother lived in that same city, so he kind of just moved, like he kind of just came and stayed with him. He didn't have a second bedroom, so we kind of just had to sleep on his couch and it was just like really inconvenient for him, or it was just inconvenient for both of them, but he just really wanted to be in that city because I was there, which is dumb. Do not plan your life around a person. To be fair, we were like 20, well I think he was like 2 or 3 years older than me, but I'm not gonna, you know, shame someone for making mistakes at that age. And I understand that people just do crazy things when they're crushing on someone, but I was not enjoying that. It was too much and he continued to be too much. I was just trying to make friends and, you know, trying to get into my uni routine and stuff because I was in a new place and I wanted to enjoy it. And then he was just there like, hey, like let's hang out or like whatever. And I was like, this is not what I want to spend my time doing. Like this is not what I want to focus on. This is my fresh start and I want to do this by myself, especially because we hadn't, you know, been together for a long time. At that point we weren't even together, but you know what I mean. But don't get me like totally wrong. This guy wasn't bad or anything. It wasn't that being with him sucked, but it was just that I didn't want it and he was way too much and he was way more into the relationship than I was. And that's usually not gonna go well. And he just did a lot of things that just made me realize that he's not the kind of person I want to be with. One day when I was at uni, well, he had mentioned several times that he really liked red underwear. And then one day I was at uni and he called me and he was like, what's your underwear size? And I was like, why do you need my underwear size? And he was like, because I'm gonna buy you some red underwear. And I was like, what? Can we just put this as a general rule? If you haven't seen someone naked, it's probably too soon to be buying them underwear. And I remember I was walking at uni and I was like, it's too soon. And I was like, I wonder what these people think I'm talking about. This is also something I've mentioned before, and it's that he literally asked me if one of my friends was the kind of person who sleeps around. This was one of my best friends and he knew that. And then he still asked that. He asked it in like a judgmental way. I was dumb for not just being like, okay, get out of my life. I don't know why I didn't say that, to be honest, but just advice for you all. If anyone ever says shit about your friends, get them out of your life. He asked several times to be in a Facebook relationship, and I was just like, ugh, let's just put ourselves in a Facebook relationship then, just to, you know, get it over with, like just to get him to stop asking, or like just make him happy, I guess. Like, I don't know why I did that, and I still regret it because it's embarrassing that I did it, but we did that, and I'm sure a lot of people were shook. But when I did that, I like, in the back of my mind, I was like, this is not gonna last, because I didn't know that this is not normal, you know. It didn't feel right. So moving forward to the inevitable, I was at a concert with my friend, and she was actually staying at mine because she had to wait for her flat to be ready or something, and I was kind of just there like, I can't do this anymore. And my friend was like, you have to break up with him, you know? And you know when you're at the point where you know you're gonna break up with someone and you just cannot wait to get it over with, so you just have to do it, you know, right away. So we got back to mine. She was drunk, I don't drink, but I was like, please stay awake till I'm back inside, because I was going out to sit on the steps while I called him. And she was like, yeah, I'll stay awake. A drunk person is not gonna just stay awake. So I called him and I told him that I couldn't do this anymore or whatever. I don't even remember what I said specifically, but I remember he cried and I was like, shh. Then he came the next day so we could talk properly. He was really sad, so this is not something that I'm proud of, I guess you can say, but when he was there I pretended to cry so that he would feel that I was sad too, so that he wouldn't just feel like he was the only one who was sad about this. And I was like, yay, we're broken up, because obviously that's how I was feeling. And he also said something like, oh my god, all the girls just break up with me, am I too ugly, like can no one love me, blah blah blah. And I'm like, your looks isn't the problem. But yeah, like after that he just blocked me on Facebook, and then he re-added me a few days later or something, that like classic thing. I never re-added him, obviously. And then one of my friends told me that his profile picture was him and his brother, and it said bros before hoes, and I was like, am I a hoe? Am I a hoe? You gotta have some weird fish before you find the right one, I guess. Not that I believe that there is one right person for everyone out there, because that is not the case. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up, and if you have a weird dating experience, feel free to share it down below. And I shall see you next Friday. Keep up the good vibes. Bye!